I've come here to say one magic word to you.
Yeah?
Cheeseburger.
Good afternoon, everyone. Chef Dan from Dan's Kitchen. Today I'm going to make something a little easier compared to the other dishes that I usually make. Today I'm going to make an all-American hamburger. So first we need half a kilo of minced beef. With this particular beef, I just like to separate it a bit so it'll be easier to combine later. Then I need some salt and pepper. I'm going to need about half a teaspoon each. Sorry folks, just getting everything organised. I've got the right stuff. So some pepper and salt. Now I need half a tablespoon of onion powder. Here we go. Then we are going to combine with our hands like that. So we're gonna, now once it's combined enough, we are going to set that aside, and we just need a small white onion like that. I don't normally use white onions. Yeah, I usually use the brown ones that are available. Okay, just got to peel that one. Yeah, so I've noticed too that yeah, when it's not just garlic that I'm always working with, it's onions as well. I mean, onion really is a good flavour enhancer. Alright. So I'm just going to slice through the onion, but not all the way, but in a diagonal direction, close to the bowl. And then I'm just going to cut like that. This technique I saw Gordon Ramsay show on one of his basics videos. Highly recommend watching that. It doesn't just show you how to chop an onion properly. It also shows you how to cook rice properly as well. Yeah, so, see, there you go. You learn something new every day. And apparently this is supposed to stop you from crying, but in this case it doesn't. Still, my eyes still water as much as you know what I mean, as much as the way what word is it? I can't concentrate with my sore eyes. It's as effective as the way I'd normally cut an onion, but this way I have found to be quite easy as well. Right, rid of that. Now, next we are going to get one pickle. And people complain about opening jars of pickles. I found a little secret. Get a dessert spoon and find the right spot and pry it open. Once the safety thing pops out, voila! Spilt a bit of pickle juice there, and then we are going to chop the pickle into little pieces. Sorry folks, I love my pickles. Okay, now let's move that to the side. And now we go back to the beef. Okay, so get a plate, and we're gonna divide these into three. Right. It's just a matter of getting them the amounts correct. And then with each portion of burger mince, we are going to flatten this without the palm of our hand, like so, and try and do it evenly. And if there are any cracks or as such, we are going to smooth them out. So yeah, check every crevice to make sure that we don't have any breakages or tears, and check it on both sides. Right. But don't flatten them too much. So again, we got the burger mince. We'll roll this into a bowl and just flatten that slightly using the palm of my hand. Right. Okay, that's the best I'm gonna get that. And the last one. So roll it in a ball. Flatten gently, but not too flat. And checking both sides and smoothing out any cracks or breakages you may see in the patty. So yeah, keep going like that. There we go. Right. Not feeding this to Madison because there's onion powder in there, and onion can be fatal to cats, as well as garlic. Just going to wash my hands. Hi, Madison. There. See, there's Madison there. Hi, Madison. All right. Right, now, I'm going to heat up a pan. So, I'll use the bigger one for this. Alright, so, while we're waiting for that to get hot, I wanted to talk to you about the history of the hamburger. Well, I read on Wikipedia that the word hamburger came from named after the city Hamburg in Germany. Yeah, and that in America, like during the late 1800s, there was they had like a food fair, and that somebody took the initiative to take 2 slices of bread and put some meatballs in between. That's how it gradually evolved, and now it's a really popular snack or food item, if you will. Like at most places such as McDonald's, Hungry Jack's, or Burger King, if you're in America. Yeah. Alright, so that's heating up. I'm gonna add just a bit of sunflower oil. Swirl it around the pan. Now that the pan's hot enough, I'm going to reduce the heat to medium. And now, it never hurts to check your patties for any cracks or breakages. And just smooth those out, and we're going to fry them up. pancakes with. Right, still, right folks, the patty's still cold on top. It's cool enough for me to try and fix any breakages. I'm going to leave that there for a couple minutes. So yeah, it was actually in 1869 or earlier, like in Hamburg, there was a food item called a Rundstock, I think that's how you pronounce it, Rundstock warm, that means bread roll warm. It was eaten by many German immigrants on their way to America, but may have contained roasted beefsteak rather than fricadella, which is pan-fried meatballs. Yeah, so sounds Swedish, doesn't it? So each of these may mark the invention of the hamburger and explain their name. But then, gained national recognition at the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair. That's where they would have originated from. Right. Press these down. Yeah, and then so yeah, like I said before, it eventually gradually made its way to McDonald's restaurants in the 50s. Right, so now that time these up, doesn't matter if you cook it a bit longer, just as long as you don't burn it. I mean, since it is mint and it can be dangerous eating raw mint, so we're going to flip them over. And we're going to take 2 slices of singles or American cheese. Right. Take that. Butter the sleeve. 1. 2, and place it on top of 2 slices to a patty. It actually reminds me of that time Homer Simpson was sitting at the table all night eating 64 slices of American cheese. It's one of the most classic bits in the whole show. God, I love 90s Simpsons. Whoop, that's slipping off there. And then at sunrise, consume the entire 64 slices. Then Marge comes up and goes,
"Have you been up all night eating cheese?"
then Homer goes, "I think I'm blind." And Mr. Burns and Smithers drop off the ceiling as they were there trying to get Mr. Burns' teddy bear Bobo. Now, what we can do is let that cook for a couple or so minutes. I'm going to let the cheese melt. That's starting to look good now. Alright, so while we're waiting for the burger patties to finish cooking, we are going to get some burger buns and we're going to cut them in half through the middle, like that. Alright. That was one I cut earlier. I'm just going to cut another one using a knife like that, like a bread knife. Just cut through the middle, being very careful, slowly and gently, but with enough power to cut through the bread, like that. Okay. See how the burger patties are doing. I'd say they're about done. Try and get that in focus. Right. So, what we're going to do, the bottom of the patty, we are going to get some ketchup. I'm going to squirt a bit at the bottom. Add a patty. A bit more sauce. Sprinkle of onion. About 3 or 4 odd pickles. And we're going to put the top on. Now, this plate is not microwavable, so I'm going to transfer it to one that is. And I'm going to stick this in the microwave for about a minute, just to make the bun a bit hot. So I've squirted a bit of ketchup on the base. Then we are going to add a patty. And then what are we doing next? You tell me. So, squirt of mustard. Might squirt a bit too much there, but that's alright. Squirt of ketchup. And a sprinkling of onion. And about 3 odd pickles. Place that on top. You can also squirt a bit of mayo on the base. Not on the base, on the base of the top, if that makes sense. Right, and then we're going to stick it in the microwave for a minute. No, not a minute, sorry, 20 seconds, because we just want to warm it up just enough so that the bun softens. Okay. Perfecto. Okay, you can also do variations. Like you don't have to follow this particular process. You can be creative. You can add like mustard. You can add pickles, tomato sauce, bacon, lettuce, chili sauce, all the trimmings. Okay, there you have it, folks. An all-American cheeseburger. Enjoy. Best served with fries.